looking back when I was in my early 20s, I was manipulative. I was rejecting guys my own age because they didn't have what it took, you know, and now it comes full circle back to me.
Be interesting to see
what were you saying about not having fun?
I'm done having fun. I had so much fun in my 20s. There was so many men. Too much fun, honestly. I think I, reached the fun limit. But I'm serious about dating. I'm in my 30s. I have a plan. I have a time frame. I have deadlines.
Right.
I want a baby in a year. I just froze my eggs. I want a ring in 9 months, and I want to be married a year and a half, maybe 2 years. So I'm looking for someone who is at that level and is willing to meet me at that level.
For sure. This is our first date, so
yeah,
I feel
know.
Like
that's why I'm being crystal clear, because so many men look just like you, have just wasted years of my life, and I'm so sick of it, and I'm not going to let it happen.
Well, I thought you were trying to have fun, so it's
No, I'm not having fun. I'm done having fun.
Right, you're done with fun now, but before.
I had so much fun.
Yeah, that much is clear.
A lot of men.
Yeah, I'm picturing a lot of things
and
right now.
And I don't need to do it anymore. And honestly, you're really not my type. My friend told me to go out with you, and because she seems like you're the type that wants to settle down. So
okay.
Normally I don't go for you, but I feel like maybe you're at the same place in your life and my life.
I don't know. Yeah, this might not be a great fit.
Anyway, the sexologist, what do you think about this?
Sexologist, go. Where did you get this footage of me is the first question.
Yeah. Do you see why it might not be appealing to him to wait after you've gone through all those guys that you had so much fun with?
And I did have so much fun. I had so much fun. Like,
tell me more.
I do say I'm post fun all the time.
Okay.
I'm like, I've done all the things. That's why.
So there's no more fun for us.
There's no more fun. It's just passe, you know. But it's like it's a lot more nuanced than that, and it's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's like, I feel like we all know that we can't have it all. We do have to choose a side ultimately. I choose myself over motherhood. And like, if it happens, it happens, you know?
Does anybody else here want to have your fun first before you get into the settle down category? Go ahead.
Yes, absolutely. Treat yourself.
You understand what she means by fun. She doesn't mean treat yourself. She's not talking about going to a nail salon.
Yes.
She's talking about a Devil's Three Jamaica.
Ice cream.
Okay.
I certainly do that before kids.
Huh?
Absolutely.
Okay. We can barely hear you.
I need more fun then.
Huh?
I need more fun.
Oh, you haven't done that?
I haven't done that.
Well, I have a friend that you need to meet. Give her a
Canadian, of course.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you have no idea. You don't know.
I'm beginning to.
Yeah.
Don't know what.
Huh? That you are the final.
Have a lot of fun.
That you are the final boss on Only. That's the
Cool mom.
Cool mom.
Huh?
I was gonna say, I'm kind of confused. Like, why can't you have fun and like at the same time?
Oh, but,
and settle down. Why can't that be fun?
okay, so what would that look like, Taylor?
I don't know. I have kids.
Yeah.
And I'm divorced, but it was a lot of fun. Like, I've had a lot of fun while I.
Oh no, but like while you're okay, I think what people are saying is you and I were trying to get into a relationship. You having fun with a bunch of other dudes at the same time could be problematic. Do you see that?
Oh.
Do you understand what she said? So what she's saying is, hey, I'm through having fun because I've had so much fun with so many guys.
Okay.
And the point is like,
so that's a turnoff for that guy.
well, I think that's a turnoff for almost every guy.
Yeah, run.
That's the issue.
Run.
That's kind of the point
Run.
of the
Okay,
does it make sense?
Yeah.
Nikki, what do you think?
I think he should run.
He should run?
He's absolutely right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't seem very into him anyway.
So A for honesty for sure, but yeah, don't be telling your first date that.
Yeah.
Right.
They're looking for two different things. So, I mean, he should have his fun and she should go get married and have kids. I mean, it should be a...
Yeah, she's not getting married or having kids.
No.
That's not happening. That's the part that
She
says
seems very confused. I don't even know.
yeah.
It's not being realistic. That's
Yeah.
all it is. Like, change your course of. It's okay to let them know that you do want those things, but maybe still have some fun.
Well, it always happens when you're not overly planning it. You know, you have to let it happen authentically. So,
Again, when you look like Taylor, things happen authentically. You guys understand? For the rest of you guys, just things will happen organically. They'll happen authentically, just like they happen for Taylor. That's how it works. Does that make sense?
You always like find someone where you're like, I don't want to date anybody. And then you find somebody. You know what I mean? It's
Yes,
like,
I'm sure.
Not
I'm sure. I'm sure you have so much trouble making them commit, Taylor. I'm sure you have so much trouble.
Well, even like I have a lot of friends who are trying to get pregnant. They're like, I want to get pregnant, and then they always get pregnant when they're like in Mexico, drunk off tequila, not even thinking about it. You know,
They least expect it. Yes.
You have to just.
You mean when they're having fun?
Right.
You gotta have
Exactly.
I got pregnant when I wasn't having, when I was having fun, but inadvertently for the first time at 35. And and oopsie daisies, ironically. But like I do also think that on the first, like I do think you should be clear about your intent though. I don't think you should be the cool pick me girl and be like, I'm not in a rush for anything. Like, let's do shots. I think you should be like, yeah, I want to have kids. Like, this is my intention, because it depersonalizes it up front.
How soon,
but don't make it personal also. Don't make it about this guy. It's not about this guy.
Right. But so I guess the point that I think the opposite would want to relay here is that if I'm a man and I get morbidly obese and I'm very unsuccessful at my job, there's a reason for you to not be attracted to me. Your preference for you to not be attracted to me seems relevant to you. It seems incredibly fair. So a man's also his proclivity to not want to be with a woman who had so much fun and is tired of having fun. You want to know a great way to keep a guy? Tell your man.
Never had fun.
Tell your man that you used to have threesomes back in the day, but you don't do that anymore because you love him and you're not going to have threesomes, but you back in the day you used to have threesomes all the time. Tell your man that and see how that turns out. Huh?
I do.
You tell him all that? Is that what you tell your man?
Yeah, I used to. I had.
You tell him that, and how does that work out?
What man?
They go. They go. When are we doing that?
Yeah.
One of the reasons why you have such conflict between these two is because when women go through, like, say, 18 to about 28 years old, that's when they're in their party phase. That's the whole phase, right? That's when they're having fun, right? When they want to settle down, it's 29, 30, 31 years old, somewhere in there. That's when you get, what'd she say? She just turned 30, right? I mean, she even literally says this something. Now, is this a setup? Is this a bit? Yes, it's a bit. Okay. When a woman is sort of about ready to cash in her chips, go home with whoever before the lights come on at the club, right? That's when guys are on their ascent. That's when guys are hitting their prime. That's when that's when they've made partner in the law firm, if they've maximized their potential. The fact of the matter is when guys get into like their mid 30s, that's when they start hitting their stride and they're getting into a position of being more sexual. That's when they want to have their fun, right? That's when they can be more sexually selective. And it's almost like a dirty trick, because when guys are on their ascent, the woman is on her descent at that point where she wants to like sort of settle down and she's done having fun. And ladies, for the love of Christ, please do not say, I'm done having fun. Because the first thing I think of is when a girl says, I'm done having fun. Oh, so there's no fun for me.
Yeah.
There's no fun left. So we're not having fun anymore. This is a lot of work and a lot of effort. Well, I just busted my ass for the last 20 plus or 10 years in college, getting a degree, starting my business, being on my grind, being on my mission and everything. And now I'm at the point where I actually have the things that make me maximally attractive. And you don't want to have fun. That.
Yeah, and to your point too, the interesting thing is that as soon as that happens, it's like this impasse again occurs where it's like I was well aware when I was in my early 20s, like looking back, I was manipulative. I was rejecting guys my own age because they didn't have what it took, and now it comes full circle back to me. And I'm like, so many women go, this isn't fair. It's like, no, we had our time. So then we have to look beyond that. We have to look, okay, yes, there's evolutionary psychology. There's these fundamentals, but then you can't just say something prescriptive like that if you want a man. You cannot be prescriptive and assume everyone's the same. You have to think about what's going to make you above all else, especially if you're a woman over 30, like myself.
Well, I mean, how about this? You don't get to determine your own value in a marketplace, right? I don't get to determine how much money I have. I don't get to determine, there's an actual number. I don't get to determine the price of my house. There's a buyer and a seller. That's how the world works. But the problem is, in her situation, she doesn't understand that she's way overpricing herself in this situation, because it's not just the fact that she's older and wants to settle down and she had a bunch of fun. It's her attitude is just garbage. Yeah. That's the other part that makes it really, really difficult to deal with.
This was actually me like a couple of years ago. And then I realized that this is the first era that we've been in where it's been okay for men and women to start over again. Like the millennial generation, I'm sure not all of you are millennials. Like we've started our careers over again. It's okay to do that at 30, at 35, at 40. And so we're at this impasse where it's like the women feel left behind, but we're like, wait a second, we want it all. We want to be the CEO, we want a company, and we want to have babies. And the men are like, they don't feel like providers. They don't feel like they are able to commit until they found their passion and their purpose. So it's not really fair. And I had to check myself on that because I'm like, I'm a pretty selfish person. Like I do want all of those things. So I had to choose a side, and like, it's no longer.
Do you see why it might not be?
It's no longer that side.